Necrobinder can sometimes struggle against overgrowth elites and elites in Act 2 like the Decimillipede and the Dorito. But in this run with a Booming Conch, that completely changes the equation. Welcome to Learn to Spire 2 Necrobinder edition, and I hope you enjoy. Alright, Necrobinder Overgrowth into Phantom. A very problematic combination. Necrobinder cannot really strip Phantom Slippery, or Necrobinder suffers in Overgrowth. Neon options are okay. Booming Conch, we do have a 3 elite path here. It's quite safe, so probably that's what I will lean towards. Otherwise, if you move to, even in Overgrowth, Necrobinder still does not want strikes, so not too bad. And let Perpetuate, solid option on every character. If you take remove 2, you probably go right. But I think with the 3 elite path, early shop, pretty good Booming Conch. Try to get some relics to help for Phantom. Easy hallways, Necro should take 0 usually, unless you get unlucky. Defy Reeve Snap, kind of you can kind of pick every single copy of Defy on Necro, it wouldn't be too wrong, and the other 2 cards here are not great. Snap is okay. A big use of Snap is you retain your strikes so you don't draw them again, but let's go Defy here. Opens up Sleight of Flash too, if you somehow get a copy of Sleight of Flash. Not the best potion. Flex potion usually pretty useless on Necrobinder unless you have like Eradicate. Right now I have strikes. Can Necro do 2 damage? Challenge, yes. Defy No Escape Invoke, second copy of Defy. We can also go No Escape here if you're super scared of Phantom. With a shop coming, I don't think so. This does kill Phantom, but we got some time and 3 elites. Let's go more Defies. Can also pivot into like a pull from below kind of situation. Early bowler hand, not too bad. We can procure a potion, so we don't have to potion in the shop. We should just remove, right? I'd rather remove here and look at the real potion. It's not random, and strikes are not that good anyways. Kunai, well, that would be good if I can afford it. I think we must buy Discovery here. Well, either Discovery or Reap. We need to get a damage card in. Reap comes with a pot, however, the potions are not great. Yeah, weak potion is alright. We got 2 Defies though. So probably time to Discover. Might even upgrade Discover. That's our elite solve. Potion. Sleight of Flash. Well, we are no longer upgrading Discovery. We are gonna upgrade Sleight of Flash. And that should be sufficient damage. Oblivion kind of sick with the Sleight of Flash. When we draw it. Or we can go Friendship. More energy. So I can go slight double defy potentially. Let's get more energy. I should have played the strike before the friendship, but surely that will not ever matter, right? I keep forgetting I have an extra energy, but that's why you're supposed to take Oblivion there if you're gonna forget about your extra energy, you know? I don't think the strike would have done 30 damage though. Not too bad. Let's go Deathbringer over Defy here. AoE, good with Slight. And Dex Pot over Flex Pot. Should be fine to keep fighting Elite here. Verdonis. Did not draw Sleight of Flash turn 1. Good Dex Pot here. Any Aussie HP we save can play into future turns. That has to be played. So we just play it. Can go just Deathbringer Defy. Skip Discovery here. Ooh. Juzu not the best. And these cards don't really help us do anything. We are just gonna play around Sleight of Flash. Do we need to rest? Next Elite should be pretty free, but the hallways are nasty. So let's rest for the hallways. We don't have Booming Conch for the hallways, right? Delay or skip. Scourge plays okay with Sleight of Flash. I don't think we care about that. Just go delay here. Very good block card. Might take a hit here. Well, not really. Taking like 7 damage, that's fine. Now the Guilty is gone. We can get Bone Shards or Negative Pulse. I don't even want these cards at this point. Negative Pulse is pretty cool with this Sleight of Flash if you want an AoE card, but we have Deathbringer. We just need any card that helps us play Sleight of Flash, and these don't help. Bone Shards will be pretty good for the next Elite. I also don't really care. Just go Deathbringer Defy or Defy Defend Discover. Let's Discover. That's fine. Doesn't do too much. We have the Unleash. Play Deathbringer anyways, because it's only doing 12. Yeah. Should do that Deathbringer here. We can kill here. We probably should kill. I don't want to take 3 more status cards. Deathbringer draws lethal. Not Deathbringer draw, so no lethal. Let me just wait. Oh, we keep waiting. Playing Striker doesn't matter, because we know we are drawing Deathbringer. A real lethality, we don't really care. We just get Putrefy, right? Putrefy with his Slight sounds much better. And I don't think I need to Rust with the Lucky Tonic. We can make an upgrade here. Upgrade will be on delay. Startle Flash has to be played and probably take an extra 5 to Deathbringer, right? Okay, here just defense, strike. You can unleash. They are the same. Here just defy delay. I don't think we need to potion. Should be okay here. Let's look at discovery. We get another delay. We can also go fear. Not a terrible thing to do right now. It's like 2 layers of strip. And not a terrible redraw with a slighting play already. Should be fine here. Can just maximize block. No reason to potion still. Alright, it's dead. We can play 1 more strike for Penib. Take 1 damage for Penib. You heal like 70% of your missing HPs. I don't know if that's like actually real HP. Or not. I'll play the strike. Sentry Mode, Spirit of Ash, Shared Fate. Spirit of Ash, pretty good with double defy. Shared Fate, very good with Slight. That's effectively what we are gonna be doing. Just Slight. Shared Fate. Sentry Mode, a decent card, not really what we need here. Probably go Shared Fate, because Spirit only hits double defy right now. And we don't really do physical damage. Last eye, Coffer, Tooth. We would like to farm some elites with the Booming Conch, and probably Coffer lets me do that. We just use potions for the elites, right? We don't really care about Protector. Our Osti isn't very big. And this should be stronger than looking at some cards. Glass Eye is basically look at a rare card. That's what you are most interested in. Uncommons are okay. Usually they're like 50-50, and the commons are basically always skipped unless they're named Defy. Let's go potions here. Solid pots. Here we want to go triple elite with a Booming Conch. We want to go to early shop to buy a card remove if nothing else. Hopefully I don't need to pot here. That'd be pretty sad. Oh, we might need to explosive pot here. Because I didn't draw Slight or Flash, and we have no more damage in this draw pile. And that guy is gonna hit you for like 19. So it's time to pot. Yeah, I didn't draw slide here. We will take a lot of damage if we did not potion there. Pull from below. We just need to put Panem on 9. Either of the attacks, we're fine. Grey Warden, Defile, Reap. Once again, we don't want attacks. Grey Warden isn't the worst, but also doesn't do too much anymore. We just don't care. Right? We have better block cards. We can skip here. Not a great card for Dorito either. Ooh. We could spend 300 here, because I don't really care about Prayer Wheel, and we are pretty strong in the short term, and we don't need to go to a shop. 5 combats. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we do not get relics before the final elite, but we will get the relics before the boss. And we have potions. Sometimes question mark rules a fight, but you should not really count on that. Yeah, this fight should be pretty free. We can like set up Hennep. No, we're not gonna be able to do that. Oh well. Bossy attacks, you don't really care. You can take Bone Shards here if you're really concerned about Decimillipede. I don't think I am. With like 500 potions. Lost Wisp. We have 1 power. This relic is pretty good if you have a lot of powers. I have 1 power. This relic is also really good. Can we survive to the campfire? I think so. Get my draw 2. Defy, defend, discover. In case we don't discover a block card. Defend, slight, or defend, putrefy. I kind of need Slight in play. I don't know how I can do damage without it. We can also just Sleight of Flash, Putrefy, take a bit of damage and get out. We don't need to pot. Yeah, we don't need to pot because Flex Potion effectively doesn't do anything. Let's take 6. Next turn we have lethal, so we can play a strike for Panem. Do it like this, so Panem on 9. Afterlife, Defile, Severance once again. Not interested. Little too expensive, the Severance. I just want anything that either works with Defy or works with Sleight of Flash or gets Slight in play. This technically draws, but you cannot play Severance Light on the same turn. Unless it's turn 1. Okay, we do fight the Riddle. I am willing to pot here. Calamity. I don't think so. I think we just get Stratagem. Can also get Purity. Purity, double strike defend. That seems okay. Improves my redraw. Maybe more than Stratagem. That has to be played. There's no discussion. And Sure Fate also kind of has to be played. Could consider the Lucky Tonic here. Not too bad, honestly. Saves 13 HP. No, we're gonna rest, right? At the campfire, then we have like basically full HP. And this guy has strength down, and next turn we can play delay, so I'm not too worried. I would discover though. A Necromastery, not bad. These are still positive when it's weakened. Just like barely. Well, Deathbringer probably has to be played. Need to kill the enemy at some point, you know? This is like not positive. None of my things are positive right now. So we need to get one block from somewhere. Maybe I should have used the Lucky Tonic earlier. I guess we preserve Lucky Tonic then. Or way later, like against like test subject or something. It's a good potion for test subject. Kinda have to play Deathbringer once again. Or this thing never dies, you know? Alright, that was like by far the worst elite. And I'm still in a pretty safe situation with the Regal Pillow. Deathbringer number 2. Not too bad. Yeah, we go here and rest. Basically full HP. Keep fighting elites. This enemy should be pretty safe. Especially with Sure Fate. We just don't play attacks. You need to draw that card ASAP. Yeah, we just play Defy and we play Deathbringer. And it will die very easily. Looks dead to me, right? Yep. Took 1 damage here. Okay, the speed potion, not super good. Probably just use it for 5 HP. Big hat, not bad with the lantern. And Enfeebling Touch works with Sleight of Flesh. I don't think we need to rust. We can upgrade Sure Fate. Not a bad upgrade. Well, I was gonna say we definitely don't need to rust with a waffle, but probably don't even need a waffle. We can buy Red Mask, we can buy Shockwave. We can buy card remove. Can buy Alchemize with the Alchemical Coffer. Very, very strong card. Probably, honestly, like the best thing in the shop. Yeah, the Alchemize is the best thing in the shop. Let's go Alchemize. If you don't like Alchemize, which I don't like Alchemize, it's a little bit too boring. You can go like Shockwave, card remove, that's also very good. But we will buy Alchemize and probably just get out of here. Can buy Countdown if you're super scared of Young Glass. Which I am. At this point, I'm just scared of Young Glass. Alchemize covers basically everything else. Well, that's a lot of cards in my hand on turn 1. Just delay Deathbringer. For sure. Enfeebling is a quite solid redraw. Then Sure Fate, the guy that's buffing. Forget about the file. Okay, speed pot here. That's okay right now. I'd rather save it for Scrolls of Biting. Well, we have a lot of potions. And Wongo has paid off. Let's get rid of Flex Potion for Dupot. And Invoke, not too bad here. I'm down for an Invoke. Do I even need to rust? Seems not needed, honestly. We can make an upgrade. Upgrade the Elk. Make it cost 0. We have access to a lot of potions. We have Alchemist and White Beast. Speaking of, what potion do we use here? Down to Skill Pot. That's not gonna do too much in this deck. Because, well, we don't have a single attack. Let's keep the Enfeeblings in the deck. And I think we just go take damage per turn because we want to draw Slight ASAP. We also have 5 energy here, so I don't want to take drawdown. Still have not drawn to Sleight of Flesh. Let's go Countdown, Discovery first. Dredge. Can dredge Infinity Touch, I guess. Not the worst. Yeah, Infinity Touch and something else. Because I also need to play Countdown. Right? I can get cards that's not ethereal. Ooh. This has to be played. Or we are like actually dead. We cannot do damage without it. D5 bodyguard. Could take Sloth. Yeah, we just take Sloth. Then we just don't play Invoke. Then just sit here and block, and Countdown will kill it soon. Could go waste away. We don't really use energy anyways. And we can actually play Invoke now. Probably should do this though. Gotta kill the enemy soon, right? Can potion here. Should be fine to just potion here. Energy potion is safer. Go Deathbringer, double defend, block 12. So, no, we do need skill potion though. That's okay. Should be living here, right? Yep. Ooh. Reanimate, Eradicate Misery. Once again, we don't really care about any damage cards. Misery kind of cool with Sleight of Flash for AoE fights. Don't think I care. I have Explosive Pot. Let's go Reanimate. And this is like we drink 500 potions every floor, no issues. This is like, this makes a wrong way too free, so it does not make a very good educational video, because you just drink 20 potions every floor. So we probably do something else than Delicate Fraud. Signet Ring or Diadem. Both reasonable. There are two shops. I think we go Diadem over Signet Ring, then we path to Max Elites. Diadem helps you set up your Sleight of Flush. So you have some frontal block while you set up. It's pretty strong in this kind of deck. Let's discover. Sure. I think I just want to parse, right? See if I draw Sleight of Flash here. Did not. Guess I'll just toss explosive so I can roll the potion. That potion is completely useless. Like, actually completely useless. But that's fine. I mean, Diamond Diadem already saved some max HP on this floor, so it's not so bad. Well, to be fair. Delicate Front also, you know, you use 5 potions. No issues. Speed potion does more than strength. Borrow time, Dance Macabre invoke. Dance Macabre with double Deathbringer and delay, not too bad. Borrow time doesn't do too much. It would do something after the Dance Macabre. And I don't need another invoke. Could go Dance Macabre here. Get a free relic. Turn my energy with my lantern. Well, I was saving Lucky Tonic for test subject, which we are fighting, but we have Diadem front low, so we probably just get rare power upgraded over the other stuff. We get a domain. Very worthwhile. For that event, it's based on potion rarity. If you get rare potion, you get rare card. That's how it works. These don't really like do anything. And rattle, I suppose. I mean, these combats are pretty chill with the Diadem. Not a big issue. Ooh. Speed potion number 2, probably not. Upgrade the negative pulse. It's kind of what we want, but then again, we don't really care, right? We just want to draw a slide, and we have double Deathbringer. So we rather have Deathbringer with a Dance Macabre instead of negative pulse. Random shop. Probably just by Defy. And card remove. We skip the last shop. I don't like actually care about this potion. We don't have a single attack. So I just reroll. That's pretty good. Here, probably just in Deathbringer to strip artifact. Then we take 2 damage. I I used the Gigapod and didn't play an attack. It's beautiful. Seance? What? Goodbye strike. Have to slight. Kinda have to count down too. Otherwise fight's never ending. Quick energy pot here. I mean, we have so many potions, I might as well, right? Here, take 90 damage with my potion. That's a lot of burns. That's even more burns. We should not take one more hit. Yeah, we should not really take one more hit. Ooh. Delay plus. Good card with Dance Macabre. Can also go Page Storm with 1, 2, 3, 4 Ethereal. I'll just delay plus. Jaws Paper, not expected to do too much here. Let's upgrade Dance Macabre. Delay, I mean, Page Storm will be pretty good here. I don't think we care. That's also pretty good here. And these guys do be making every card ethereal. And do some damage. Also kind of down to just Fire Pot here to cycle the potion. Next turn, that's gonna do damage to me. It's fine though, it's dead. Yeah, you usually want to kill this guy before next turn. Turn 5, it deals 40 damage. Cool. Reap, Debilitate, Snap. We have a lot of weakness, so this Debilitate does do a lot. So I don't mind it. And Beetlejuice should be better than Speed Potion. We don't have enough gold to buy card remove. Card remove is 150, so probably no shop. Upgrade will be on Debilitate. Then we rest before the boss. It's a pretty common pattern, just resting before the boss in Act 3. You have a lot of HP for the bosses, and then you're fine. This deck should be okay for Young Glass if you just do Path Slate or something. Should not be a big issue. But we are not fighting Young Glass. Okay, we can potion here. I guess I don't care too much about Clarity Extract. The draw pot here. So we can cycle it. I also don't really care about Explosive. Could help against Test Object, I suppose, sometimes. You can like Explosive Pot middle, so it dies right now. Then next turn it doesn't attack, right? If it dies to Doom next turn, it will attack you. I guess I would just chuck it here. But not that we have any issues, but you know. Okay, that guy dies to Doom. Should I play Discovery first, apparently? Doesn't matter too much. Should take 0 here. And Penib on 9, if that matters. Shroud. We do have Shroud with the other Doom cards here, so not too bad here. Fight one more Elite. Pretty easy Elite. To be fair, it's always the CD. We fought the other guys already. Maybe I don't care about dexterity. Let's cycle that. Okay, every potion is Dew Pot. I mean, Dew Pot is pretty good. We have a lot of good dupe targets. Basically, Sleight of Flash and Domain. Maybe we don't play a single attack here to preserve Penib. Penib for Young Glass. I mean, not for Young Glass. I keep thinking about Young Glass because that's like the only difficult boss in the game. Penib for Test Object could matter. Bellows, not bad. I think Bellows will upgrade the big hat cards. And we don't care about these. And I don't think I care about colorless potion either. We have basically perfect potions. Can rest to heal to full. It does not upgrade the big hat cards. Good to know. Discovery. Sure. Let's parse. Maybe we draw a Slide here. You know, draw a Slide here. I honestly can even see like Dew Potion end of days just to push damage. We have like 5 Dew Potions. I think we should just do that. Let me just go like Invoke here. Okay, this draw pile doesn't have a lot of damage. Can go 21 plus 10, 31. If I do paw strike. Honestly, let's do that. Right, seeing this draw pile with like no damage card. Also, if you kill this guy with Doom, you kind of get a free turn. We might lose some defies, but we have more, and we have Enfeebling Touch. Wait, actually, did we lose every defy? We did lose every defy, but we have Enfeebling Touch and Deathbringer, not a big issue. Okay, yeah, we lose one defy. That potion's okay. Should be pretty chilling from this point. Extend weakness, pretty important. And I do want to keep Defy around. Do we share Fate here? I think we should. That makes things faster. Not like actually needed, but it does make things faster. Yeah, fight's over. I did lose another defy, but should not matter. This is very safe. Then we have a lot of potions for the queen. Four. Cards first, in case we draw into no escape. I don't want to redraw these cards. They don't do too much. That's also fine. No escape will kill. Like that. Let's fight the queen. Probably just like dupart the main and get out of here. That's the plan. Sounds like a pretty good plan if you ask me. Get rid of a strike. We can do past light if you want as well. I just dupe the main. Drop out here, floating some energy. And that doesn't like actually matter. Alright. Cool. This should be over. Have a Beetlejuice unused. Not that I will ever need to use it, but it's unused. That's a lot of cards. Let's sure free the Queen, cause the minions let down for, right? And start doing damage to the Queen. If you're like in a weaker deck, what you want to do here is put the minion low so you can like control when you kill it and start doing damage to the Queen before you kill the minion. So you get some damage on the Queen before it starts buffing. For this deck, I can do whatever I want. And it would not really matter. Can set up Henna for Act 4. There does not appear to be an Act 4. Also, if you kill minion with Doom, the Queen doesn't get +2 strength when the minion dies. Usually the Queen gets +2 strength, but Doom gets past that. So this Queen's hitting you for 1×5 before weakness. After weakness, 0×5. Pretty chilling. I mean, Eon Glass will also be completely free. With 4 unused potions, you know? Pretty strong run. I mean, once again, just comes down to Act 1. 90% of this game is Act 1. If you play Act 1 well, you will win basically every run. And the Booming Conch here is very strong. Booming Conch into farm 3 elites. The only, I guess, the shop is interesting with like Reap or Discovery. After Slight, the damage from Reap will not matter, but before Slight, you can think about whether if you want Discovery to solve Elite or Reap. You don't have like that much opportunity to play Reap against Berdonis or the Bygone Effigy anyways. So it's not a super great card without a card like Lethality. So Discovery might outperform Reap against those elites. Against Bygone Effigy, you can Defy anyways. Defy are very good for Bygone Effigy and the Bird. And after Slight, the game plan was very clear, right? You add no attacks, you just play around the Sleight of Flash. This card alone is pretty solid damage scaling for the whole run. Could be problematic for Eon Glass, actually. One Slight might not be enough. And that's why you prepare potions, you either get some Dupot or you get more damage. You get more Sleight of Flash or any other supplemental damage. Maybe like a No Escape. Maybe some physical damage with some lethality. One Slight with like some Defies does not kill Eon Glass. You do need to be careful. This deck does kill Eon Glass though, for sure. So there's no issue here. Yeah, unfortunately, Alchemy's best card in the shop here. Way too strong. But you can also go Shockwave, remove or something. That's also reasonable. I don't really like Alchemy's. Too powerful. Also, the fact that every character gets access to Alchemy's is a bit of a problem. In Spire 1, it's only silent, right? And that's gonna be all for this Necrobinder run. Let me know in the comments what are you struggling the most with Necrobinder right now. And next video will be DeFi, so subscribe for that. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.